and welcome to another edition of Buckeye's Brainiacs Bowl here on BCSN, powered by Owens Community College. I'm your host, Mason Lowry. We've got an all-Toledo showdown for you today. Toledo Christian and Toledo School for the Arts, TC v. TSA. Can't wait. We're going to dive right into the first round, but first, let's let these teams introduce themselves.
Braden Munn, I'm a senior.
Lucy Flipiak, senior.
Cooper Johnston, freshman.
Bryson Schaefer, freshman.
Ryan Donaldson, senior.
Elijah Longacre, senior.
Good.
Liam Rogel, junior.
Oliver Timmons, junior.
Owen Close, freshman.
Welcome to the Buzzin' Round. In the Buzz-In round, both teams will have their buzzers in hand. Teams buzzing in and answering correctly will receive 10 points. If they answer incorrectly, they will lose 10 points. Good luck. And as always, the Buzzin' Round is brought to you by Unison Health and the Mental Health Board of Lucas County. And a reminder to you guys, when this round and all subsequent rounds end, you will hear this sound. Well done. We all set, guys? Oh, this is going to be fun. Your 3 minutes begins now. What state was the site of the murders of both Medgar Evers and Emmett Till? TSA.
Ohio.
Incorrect. Mississippi. What mountain range split by the Columbia River Gorge was the site of the 1980 eruption of Mount St. Helens? TSA.
The Rocky Mountains.
Sorry, the Cascades. Name the Mexican author that opened a 584-line poem with willow of crystal, a poplar of water. It's Octavio Paz. Thrust, lift, and drag are aerodynamic forces experienced by what vehicles? TSA.
Planes.
Say again?
Planes.
Correct. It's Thinking was the slogan for what video game console released by Sega on September 9th, 1999? TC.
The Genesis.
Sorry, the Dreamcast. What case, which overturned the precedent of Pace v. Alabama, arose from a violation of Virginia's Racial Integrity Act of 1924 and nullified laws banning interracial marriage? TSA.
Loving v. Virginia.
Correct. A horse statue in what city's international airport killed its architect, Luis Jimenez, by falling on him? Ouch. No guesses? It's Denver. Stiff upper bodies and tap-like leg movements characterize the step dance of what country? TSA.
Ireland.
Correct. Platinum is used to make what element's standard electrode, which has a reduction potential of 0? Give up. It's hydrogen. A Faustian bargain involves entering into a deal with whom? TSA.
The devil.
Correct. What city is home to totem poles created by the First Nations people of British Columbia? TSA.
Vancouver.
Correct. The Commoner was a magazine founded by what man who resigned as Secretary of State after the sinking of the Lusitania? I see some shaking of heads. William Jennings Bryan. What state of matter has both definite volume and takes the shape of its containers, unlike solids? TSA?
Liquids.
Correct. Name the U.S. president who legendarily could not tell a lie. TSA.
George Washington.
Correct. What American university features the I.M. Pei-designed Green Building, Kresge Auditorium, and its namesake chapel on its Cambridge, Massachusetts campus? TSA?
Harvard.
Sorry, it's MIT, the other one in Cambridge. Name this German thinker, the author of Being and Time. TSA?
Immanuel Kant.
Martin Heidegger. What position was held by Richard Daley during a riot at the 1968 Democratic National Convention? It was the mayor of Chicago. And that's time. Well, TSA, after kind of a tricky start, you answered incorrectly on a couple of questions, but right now you've got a 40-point lead, up 30 to -10 for Toledo Christian. But don't worry, guys, you can make up that ground in a hurry. We'll have the next round, the volley round, when we come back. Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is presented by Owens Community College. Your success starts here. Apply today at owens.edu.
Are you looking for a life-changing opportunity? Check out Owens Community College, the powerhouse choice for your higher education. Owens offers more than 160 innovative programs, including the region's #1 nursing program and the nation's only accredited MRI associate degree. And Owens has so much more: technical and performing arts, culinary arts, skilled trades, and public safety. Get started today. Learn how Owens will impact your life. Apply today. Your success starts here.
Your passion is our passion on BCSN. It's local sports all the time. We've got it all this fall.
Football, soccer, volleyball, and so much more. Pre-game, post-game, highlight shows, plus live games.
From August to December, BCSN has the highlights, stories, and interviews that take you everywhere.
If it's local, it's on BCSN and the BCSN Plus app, only from Buckeye Broadband.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is presented by Owens Community College, home to Northwest Ohio's #1 nursing college. Welcome to the volley round. The volley round, the first question goes to the team with the lowest score. If they answer correctly, they are awarded 10 points, and the next question goes to the opposing team. If any team answers a question incorrectly, the opposing team gets a chance to answer that question and still receive their question. Good luck.
Well, TSA has the early lead, 30 to -10 for Toledo Christian. And TC, because you guys are behind, you get to go first in the volley round. And just a reminder for you guys, if the team who gets the question answers incorrectly, the other team has a chance to steal before their question. TC, you guys ready? All right. Your 3 minutes begins now. Name this autobiographical graphic novel by Marjane Satrapi titled For the Ancient Persian Capital. No? TSA?
Tehran.
Persepolis. Okay. This is for you guys. What Polish composer provided the inspiration for the 2007 video game Eternal Sonata?
Chopin? Maybe.
Chopin.
Chopin is correct. Really good game. You should try it out. TC, what member of the Brothers of Italy party serves as her country's first female prime minister? TSA?
No idea.
It's Georgia Maloney. TSA, this is for you. What group of countries was unaffiliated with either side of the Cold War?
Third world countries?
No, sorry. TC?
Neutral party.
Neutral party?
Good guess, but no, the non-aligned movement. TC, what leader of the Wagner Group led a march for justice against the Russian government? TSA?
No answer.
Yevgeny Prigozhin. TSA, what war saw the British defeat a South African kingdom formerly led by Shaka?
The Zulu War? Yeah, the Zulu Wars.
Correct, the Anglo-Zulu War. TC, what author wrote about the telekinetic Carrie as well as other horror novels like It?
Stephen King. Stephen King?
Stephen King is correct. TSA, in what country were William Byrd and Thomas Tallis granted a 21-year monopoly on writing polyphonic music while living in Greenwich?
The UK.
England, I'll accept that.
Okay.
TC, what Boeotian city was led in battle by 150 pairs of gay lovers who made up its sacred band?
No.
TSA?
I'll go with that. Athens.
Thebes.
Okay.
What body of water is separated from the Indian Ocean by the Strait of Hormuz?
The Atlantic? No. The Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean.
Sorry, TC?
Mediterranean?
Not quite. It's the Persian Gulf. TC, name the son of Isaac who wrestled God and stole the birthright of his twin brother Esau.
Jacob?
I had a feeling you'd get that one correct.
Or Israel.
TSA, in a novel in what language did Dr. Bushi steal teeth from dead bodies and Amina was injured in a car accident? Looking for the language.
Okay, so it's language more modern. I have no idea. Any ideas?
I have no idea. American? English?
English.
Sorry, no. TC?
Chinese.
Chinese.
It's in Arabic. And that's time. Well, another really solid round for TSA, up to 60 points. Toledo Christian, you've gotten yourselves out of the hole, but you are still in a hole, down by 50 points, 60 to 10. TSA with the lead. We'll be right back.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is presented by Owens Community College, home to Northwest Ohio's #1 nursing college.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
Introducing the newest BCSN Scholar Spotlight.
My name is Rose Pan, and I'm a senior at Bedford High School.
I became interested in my major of data science through a research project
by addressing the childhood concerns I had when I was a child, and through neuroscience I hope to have discovered research that can also help other people in their personal lives and address their own concerns about how they grew up in their psychology.
Siena Heights University is dedicated to helping students continue their education through the BCSN Scholar Spotlight program.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org. Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
Are you looking for a life-changing opportunity? Check out Owens Community College, the powerhouse choice for your higher education. Owens offers more than 160 innovative programs, including the region's #1 nursing program and the nation's only accredited MRI associate degree. And Owens has so much more: technical and performing arts, culinary arts, skilled trades, and public safety. Get started today. Learn how Owens will impact your life. Apply today. Your success starts here.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is brought to you in part by Unison Health and the Mental Health and Recovery Services Board of Lucas County, reminding you that it's your time, your choice. Welcome to the Lightning Round. In the Lightning Round, each team gets 3 minutes to answer as many questions as possible. 10 points will be awarded for each correct answer. This round will begin with the team that has the lowest score. Good luck.
Well, it's time now for the lightning round, and we've seen it periodically this season. Games can really change in this lightning round. Toledo Christian, you're down by 50 right now, but you've got 3 minutes all to yourselves to answer as many questions as you can correctly. You'll get your 3 minutes, then TSA will have their turn. TC, you guys ready? Let's do it. Your 3 minutes begins now. Name the highly caffeinated coffee-like beverage often taken in a shot.
Espresso?
Correct. What artist included Shake It Off on the album 1989?
Taylor Swift.
There you go. Santorini is an island in what branch of the Mediterranean Sea between Greece and Turkey?
No answer.
The Aegean. President Harding was involved in what scandal involving petroleum reserves in Wyoming?
No answer.
The Teapot Dome scandal. What set of works held in large numbers by the British Museum once decorated the palace of a namesake kingdom in modern-day Nigeria?
No answer.
The Benin bronzes. Give this term for the increase in the price of goods in an economy.
Inflation.
Correct. What type of reaction occurs at the cathode that has a standard potential in electrochemical cells and is the gain of electrons?
No answer.
Reduction. What empire defeated Charles Martel at the Battle of Tours, was governed from Damascus, and was succeeded by the Abbasid Caliphate?
What? French?
Sorry, the Umayyad Caliphate. Name this Big Five publishing company whose logo features its namesake bird over an orange background.
No answer.
Penguin. A soccer player from what country scored the Hand of God goal against England at the 1986 World Cup?
Brazil?
Argentina. Very close, though. What longest river in Southeast Asia passes through Laos, Cambodia, and Thailand?
What? You say it. Yellow River?
No, it's the Mekong. The Hall of Bulls can be found in what type of place, one of which is in Montignac, France, called Lescure?
Road?
It's a cave. What leader ordered a 1990 invasion of Kuwait and was deposed by the U.S. as president of Iraq in 2003?
No answer.
Saddam Hussein. What podcast hosted by Sarah Koenig revolved around the 1999 murder of Hae Min Lee?
No answer.
Cereal. The southernmost point in the continental U.S. is on what island in the Florida Keys?
Sanibel.
Sorry, Key West. Tell me the quantity which measures the percentage of people without a job.
30%?
No, the unemployment rate, broadly, is what we're looking for. The southernmost of the African Great Lakes shares its name with what country whose capital is Lilongwe?
Vietnam?
Malawi. Name the epic poem by Virgil in which Dido has an affair with a Trojan prince.
The Iliad.
Close, the Aeneid. What Milwaukee Buck, nicknamed the Greek Freak, became the third player to win NBA Defensive Player of the Year and MVP in the same season in 2020?
Antetokounmpo?
Correct. And thank you for sparing me from having to say that. Well, Toledo Christian, you're up to 50 points. You still trail TSA by 10. TSA, off you go then. Your 3 minutes begins right now. What state's Mount Washington is in the White Mountains?
Washington.
New Hampshire. What war was started by a saltpeter tax and saw Chile defeat Peru and Bolivia?
The Pacific War.
Correct. Titian's Venus of Urbino inspired what work depicting a nude woman reclining on a bed by Manet?
The Venus.
Olympia.
Oh.
What man hosted two angels and was spared in the destruction of Sodom?
It's the brother of Abraham.
Defer.
I don't remember.
Pass.
It's Lot, and I'm guessing TC knew that one. Name the southwestern state which contains many ski resorts near Taos.
New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Correct. The Profumo affair was a political scandal that took place in what country?
Pass.
England. What Mexican author of The Old Gringo also wrote about a tycoon in the death of Artemio Cruz?
Pass.
Carlos Fuentes. What was the Jabulani which many players disliked at the 2010 World Cup?
Pass.
It was the ball. Name the artist whose liquid mercury-inspired bean-shaped sculpture located in Millennium Park is called Cloudgate.
Oh,
I don't remember that.
Pay.
Anish Kapoor. Okay. What Chinese dynasty was known for its fine porcelain?
Yeah. Qing.
Ming. Name the mountain in Colorado named for an explorer whose first name was Zebulon.
Foster.
Pikes Peak. Mouse and Persepolis are works in what genre where a story is told in comic strip format?
Graphic novel.
You got it. Name this constant equal to 6.674 times 10 to the negative 11th.
Avogadro's number.
The universal gravitational constant. Name the study of the production and consumption of goods and services which comes in micro and macro forms.
Transactions? I thought it was economics, but either way.
Transactions.
Economics.
Okay.
What party ran 4 candidates for president in the election of 1836, including Daniel Webster and William Henry Harrison?
The Democrats.
The Whigs.
Oh.
What Indian religion is based on 5 vows, one of which is ahimsa, or nonviolence?
Jainism.
Jainism is correct. What controversial Republican who represents Florida's 1st District filed a resolution to oust Kevin McCarthy as Speaker of the House?
Pass.
Matt Gaetz. What flesh-eating creatures appear in the George Romero film Night of the Living Dead?
Zombies.
Zombies is correct. Name the Rococo painter of The Swing.
just heard this. I don't know. I don't.
Pass.
Fragonard. What man negotiated for Russia? And time is up. Well, TSA, nice job bouncing back there. You got some questions that were in your wheelhouse, and that happened sometimes in this game. TC, that was a bit of a struggle for you, wasn't it? Well, there's still plenty of time for you to get it back. You're going to have 4 minutes in the final challenge to overturn a 60-point deficit. We'll see if they can do it right after this.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is presented by Owens Community College. Your success starts here. Apply today at owens.edu.
Are you looking for a life-changing opportunity? Check out Owens Community College, the powerhouse choice for your higher education. Owens offers more than 160 innovative programs, including the region's #1 nursing program and the nation's only accredited MRI associate degree. And Owens has so much more: technical and performing arts, culinary arts, skilled trades, and public safety. Get started today. Learn how Owens will impact your life. Apply today. Your success starts here.
A great teacher calls on creativity and drive to overcome today's challenges. Introducing this month's BCSN Classroom Hero.
Alana Bogan, music teacher at Black Swamp Fine Arts School. Coming from a very musical family means that I cherish enhancing students' lives through music, and being part of the Black Swamp family has meant so much to me.
PNC Bank is proud to support our outstanding educators. Nominate your Classroom Hero today.
Roll into Midas today for expert service on the best brands for your ride. Let our skilled techs help you save big so you can drive with confidence. Start tire shopping and request your appointment at Midas.com.
When you're injured in a car accident, handling all the pieces can be overwhelming. There are hospital bills, lost wages, let alone insurance companies calling nonstop pressuring you. When injured in an accident, you are not alone. We have the experience to handle all the pieces of your car accident, so you don't have to. Don't let the insurance companies take advantage of you. We're on your side.
We're attorneys with Gallon, Tackus, and Boysenall.
Call us. We can help.
Roll into Midas today for expert service on the best brands for your ride. Let our skilled techs help you save big so you can drive with confidence. Start tire shopping and request your appointment at Midas.com.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is presented by Owens Community College, home to Northwest Ohio's #1 nursing college. This is the final challenge. Now it's time for the final challenge. Teams will once again have their buzzers in hand. Any team buzzing in with a correct answer will receive 10 points. If the team that buzzed in answers incorrectly, the opposing team gets a chance to answer that same question and gain 10 points. Good luck.
Well, coming into the final challenge, it feels like it's still anybody's game. TSA has a 60-point lead, but again, we've seen it at times this year. A big lead can evaporate real quick if you can get on the right run of questions, and maybe that can happen for Toledo Christian here. And a reminder, this round is brought to you by Unison Health and the Mental Health Board of Lucas County. Guys, good luck. Your time begins now. Name this element whose main ore is cinnabar and whose alloys are known as amalgams.
Skip.
Will do. It's mercury, by the way. What is the term for a paradoxical situation from which an individual cannot escape because of contradictory rules, named for the title of a Joseph Heller novel? Anything? It's Catch-22. Adolf Hitler inspired what German car manufacturer to produce the Beetle? TSA.
Volkswagen.
Correct. In what war did Norman Schwarzkopf lead Operation Desert Storm following the Iraqi TSA?
Persian Gulf.
Correct. Gulf War. What organization's co-founder, Tiffany Justice, came up with the slogan, "We do not co-parent with the government"? Been in the news a lot the last couple of years. Moms for Liberty. What people's shame culture was contrasted with Korean guilt culture in The Chrysanthemum and the Sword?
Japanese.
TC? Correct. The soundtracks of Ennio Morricone are associated with the spaghetti subgenre of what sort of film? TSA?
Western.
Correct. Max Park broke the world record for solving what kind of puzzle in 2023? TSA?
Rubik's Cube.
Correct. What city's NFL and Major League Baseball teams used to play at Candlestick Park? TC?
Kansas City.
Sorry, San Francisco. What layer of the Earth below the Gutenberg discontinuity lies between the mantle and the inner core? TSA?
Outer core.
Correct. Name the 20th century Hungarian composer of Duke Bluebeard's Castle. Bela Bartok. Cyril Ramaphosa succeeded Jacob Zuma as president of what country? A lot of shrugs and blank stares. South Africa. Odin hung himself for 9 days from what? TSA?
Yggdrasil.
This is your round, man. Well done. Name the ethnicity of the founding members of the United Farm Workers, Dolores Huerta and Cesar Chavez. TSA?
Mexican.
Could you be more specific? You know what? I'll accept that. Mexican-American or Chicano specifically, but Mexican is fine. What Beethoven lover undergoes the Ludovico technique in Anthony Burgess's A Clockwork Orange? Character is Alex. McDonald's released a chicken version of what sandwich in fall? TC?
Big Mac.
You got it. What market structure, exemplified by the labor market in coal towns, describes a market where the number of buyers is one and is also called a buyer's monopoly? Monopsony. What country, which launched a military offensive in Nagorno-Karabakh in September of 2023, is east of Armenia and is led from Baku?
Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan is correct. 10 points for TSA. Monteverdi wrote 9 books in what secular vocal form, often contrasted with motets? TSA?
Duets.
Sorry, no. Madrigals. What alpha star of Ursa Minor is located at the end of the Little Dipper and is commonly called the North Star? TSA?
Polaris.
Correct. What case's ruling led to unlimited spending by super PACs after ruling that corporate political donations were protected by the First Amendment? TSA?
Maryland versus McCulloch.
No, Citizens United. Songs by what American rock band include Fall on Me, Man on the Moon, and Losing My Religion? TSA?
REM.
Correct. The name REM. That's time. TSA, well done in that final round. You got on a run there, and you just could not be stopped. A lot of questions right there in your wheelhouse. You take this one 210 to 70. That means we'll be seeing you guys again later on in the season. Congrats on a big win. And, well, Toledo Christian, just wasn't your day. We keep saying it. Sometimes the questions just aren't in your favor, but we're so glad you were here and we're a part of this first season of Brainiacs Bowl on Buckeye. Brought to you by Owens Community College. I'm Mason Lowry. We'll see you next time.